Hi, YouTube. It's me, Leo, currently. Okay, let's get started with the highlights and bots. I'm not going to do live from the houses anymore, I don't think. I'll watch them, but I'm probably not going to do it because a lot of it's just ridiculous and boring to me. Okay, Gemma in bed is not getting up, but will give entertainment but the Big Brother in production has to wait. So at this point, Gemma is like just letting everybody in on her game, and it's her game plan, and I think that's amazing because she is the very first celebrity housemate to do that. Angie comes back into the house to say her goodbyes because she's sick, and damn, like a lot of housemates are getting sick. First Dave and now Angie, then Angie, now Stephanie's sick. Gemma keeps thinking that production will clean every night. And Gemma spills some water, and John doesn't want Chris to clean it up, and Chris cleans it up. Stephanie is still sick. Tiffany is getting Gemma to help her with her shower stuff. Housemates, for the task today, housemates yesterday, well, on the highlights, housemates go into the garden and answer yes or no questions by standing on yes or no pads. Christopher and Danniella have to guess how many housemates answer the questions from the diary room to win a luxury dinner. Stephanie has to rest in the spare room for the day because she's sick. Jeremy revealed that he has some regrets with Stephanie while in the house. John regret that people made him cry like Gemma. Gemma made him cry, and they were crocodile tears, and he said that he didn't even cry at his father's funeral or when his mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. I wouldn't cry at my father's funeral, but then again, I wouldn't even go to my father's funeral. Because he's a bastard and I don't like him. But, yeah. That's another story. That's just a whole another story. It doesn't pertain to this playlist at all. It doesn't even pertain to this fucking show. Housemates pass the task. Gemma tells John he is thinking way too much about Gemma and wishes him well. After Christina's eviction, housemates were told by Big Brother to have them do face-to-face nominations. What the housemates don't know is even one nomination, housemates receiving one single nomination will be having them up for eviction. Gemma nominates John for what he said to her earlier in the day, and he doesn't really know her. And then Stephanie for the fight and the threatening language that she said, and like with the whole relationship with Jeremy. Danniella nominates Tiffany because of the lack of connection, and Stephanie because of the friction over the fucking fight over Jeremy. Megan nominates John for the history of fighting, and Tiffany because she thinks that Tiffany takes situations way too seriously. Tiffany starts on her rant, but let's get through some of these nominations first. John nominates Gemma because he can't trust her, and Megan for their fighting history. Stephanie chose Tiffany because she had to pick her because of, like, her outbursts and shit. But Tiffany has had this to say in the house.
I'm telling you, don't nobody know me in here. If this was the one in America, you know him. She's gonna give her love. Y'all know what y'all do. I'm not at my capacity in here. And that's the truth, Big Brother. I'm not even talking to y'all right now. Maybe that's why y'all brought me in here. But you know what? It's okay, because God is my witness that I have tried as hard as I possibly can.
And Stephanie also nominated John because of the red wine situation earlier in, like, when Nancy hid the wine. Tiffany did not want to be called on. She was just like, I'd rather not do it right now kind of shit because she was pissed off. But Tiffany nominated Danniella because she's doing a favor that Danniella wants to, giving Danniella the favor of wanting to go home. But Big Brother said that was not a reasonable excuse. So they had to change it to over some misunderstanding. And then Tiffany nominates Jeremy because she knows that Jeremy doesn't want to live with her. Scotty T nominates Stephanie because of her relationship with Scotty T, and Tiffany because of the lack of connection. Darren nominates Tiffany because he's distressed by her, and John because he was hurt by him hard because of what John did to face on one of his previous nominations. And then Christopher nominated Tiffany because of the previous night's pranks and kept being woken up, and Gemma because she didn't clean up after herself. And we have what Christopher fully said.
No one has done anything to me in here. No one has done anything.
Same,
and this person that I'm going to pick, and please don't shout at me, but it's Tiffany, right? But let me just explain. When you've come in here, you've come on, and I've watched you coming on leaps and bounds from the way you were hot-tempered and everything. And the only thing that I can think of is when last night when you were with Gemma, when I was trying to sleep and you were doing pranks and stuff like that, and I was woken up, and that's the only thing that I can give. I know it's stupid, but that is the only thing that I can say.
Christopher, it's okay, baby. It's
that
okay.
It's the only thing, because I've got no one's done anything to me in here.
It's okay.
Okay, this is my second nomination, and I love you dearly, Gemma, but it's Gemma. There was a time today when you came in the kitchen and you spilt a drink and you knew you'd spilt a drink and you just walked back into the bedroom without cleaning it up. So there's nothing I can think of, really.
Honestly,
Finally, Jerry nominates Tiffany because he hasn't connected with her, and Gemma because of the fight with Stephanie. Okay, here's the deal. No connection, lack of connection, shit like that with other housemates is not a fucking valid reason to fucking nominate people. Hell, I would go in there and be like, you are my biggest competition, and I want to nominate you because you're my fucking biggest competition in this house, and from winning and shit. That's what I would do. So, yes, let's listen to Big Brother to see who's up for eviction on Friday.
This is Big Brother. The housemates facing the next eviction are Danniella, Gemma, Megan, Stephanie, Tiffany,
We're all up. It's a list of stars.
John, and Jeremy.
What the f***?
all of us.
We're all up. Everybody's
Okay.
been picked, nominated.
Face-to-face nominations are now over.
Thank you.
It is what it is, like.
Cheers, I want a drink. I do that.
Darren wants to clear the air with John again, and then Tiffany doesn't want to talk to anybody in the house for now. She doesn't want to play with them. Stephanie is still butthurt about Scotty T nominating her. John decides to raid Gemma's wardrobe, and while Gemma was in the diary room, and Gemma doesn't understand why John didn't cry over his family and over her. And Gemma is pissed that John is wearing her caftan. Gemma's alter ego, GC, and her description of GC on Towie. Oh wait, why did I write that down? All I know is she described herself and her alter ego with John. And then Jeremy gets deep with Stephanie, and then that's the end of the highlights. On to bots. I don't think, and the public don't think that, really think that Tiffany hasn't really fallen out with anybody that is remaining in the house. The only person that she's really fallen out with is Angie, and she just walked out. And then when they did the psych on the sofa thing, Gemma the psychologist says that Gemma takes apologies and accepts them, and she never holds grudges, which is true. I've never seen Gemma really hold grudges. And then, like, when we heard who was coming in the house, and people were thinking Danniella's gonna be, like, a big worry, and shit like that, and, like, oh my god, what's she gonna do? Like, is she gonna walk out kind of thing? But Danniella has not broken yet. That's a good thing. Some exclusives. Big Brother wakes up the housemates with rave music and then Soul Cycle. Gemma will not wait. Gemma refused to do the cycling. Megan and Scotty T talk about if they ever had a baby. Christopher feels intimidated by Jenna, and Stephanie tells him that she knows and stuff like that. And then Christina was in the panel also, and I was just like, yes, for calling Trump a nasty prick. And also about Gemma's game plan. I love her game plan. She's just telling the audience, she's telling the cameras, she's telling everybody about, like, I will make an entertaining show for you, but you're going to have to let me sleep because I didn't even get any sleep last night. And that is amazing. Okay. Thank you to Channel 5, even though I did download it and stuff like that. But I'd like to thank the Channel 5 YouTube channel and some other people's YouTube channels for uploading these videos onto YouTube. And for me to, like, pick at them. See ya!